clearly a failure has happened. Chomi and Yolo, you only live once. And Chomi are campaigns that were brought up.
Chomi.
Chomi.
How do you name campaigns after those two lines?
Yeah, Chomi. I know it's going down. It's going down tonight.
What she says.
Okay. Another episode, another week. Or another... What episode, another week? Or week, another episode. I'm losing it. Yeah, guys. News travels fast. A lot to get through. But... yesterday, I went to a business expo, like a small, medium enterprise expo. And I happened to find this thing. Do you see this? If the viewers can see, this is a bucket hat made out of...
Is that if I do it, Brad?
Yeah, fried dukwe. You see that?
Yeah.
Don't ask me how much I paid
for it.
Bruh. Don't ask me how much I paid for this.
I feel like trying the dishes now.
So I paid 120 for this. This is black business.
What?
Yeah, literally the designer is trying to go from rags to riches.
That's literally rags to riches.
Yeah.
No, literally, that's it.
And it's
rags for riches.
Yeah, rags for riches. I told him he should call his brand Rags for Riches. Because like 120 rand, this thing's like 16 rand for 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with black business sometimes. Take it or leave it. You know that shit? Take it or leave it? At least next time we go to Mans, we could actually wipe the table, as Denny said. If any girls spill anything on the table, we could actually just wipe it straight off of their head. But I like it, man. Bucket hat's not for me, though. I'll give it to my chick. I got a lot of hair. So let's leave that. A lot to get through, hey? A lot to get through.
That's one hell of a thing.
A lot to get through, bro. Yes, I think we saw the slap and the aftermath, bro. What's happening there? What's happening? A lot of people are talking about this. We're late, of course, but obviously,
slap.
Yeah, of course, when we're late, we're gonna give our own views on this.
Yeah, but Will Smith is a simp now, bro.
As a
sympathizer.
No background.
But did you see the way how he slapped? It was like he put all his motion in it, like he was in a movie.
Mm.
It looked like a movie.
Yeah, he did it like he was in a movie. He was.
Yeah, you must remember. You must remember Will Smith with King Richard. So he put it in like with a Serena slap.
He turned his whole body. It was like that wasn't just a fucking slap from the streets, you know.
Yeah,
it was a street slap. Yeah, it was just a weak trained slap. I don't know how that happens. It was trained, but it was weak, slap. Bro. Yeah. What the fuck?
I thought the first thing I said, it was fake because the Oscars have never had viewership. The Oscars have been like tanking. The viewership's been tanking all the time. So they needed something. But apparently, it was real. Obviously, as the aftermath came and things started happening, I wanted to make a skit. I missed on the opportunity. I wanted to put a best man I can be after when he was giving his speech. We played the song Best Man I Can Be. Yeah, you know, that would have slapped. But, you know, I obviously missed out on the opportunity. People, what is it? Jada's got, what is it called?
Alopecia. Yeah.
She got alopecia.
Yeah. Sounds like a dessert. Alopecia.
Sounds like a dessert.
Peaches and shit.
Yeah, no, but also alopecia, it sounds like a black chick from America's name. Yo, alopecia! Yo, keep me waiting for some alopecia! Yeah, alopecia! Yeah. But I'm like, I don't know, man. It's weird. And even Jim Carrey had a thing to say that Hollywood is not cool.
Yeah.
And he was like...
It was this whole honoring him and the whole applause.
Standing ovation.
Standing ovation,
yeah. Ace Ventura.
And he was even dancing. Like,
he danced even.
He was dancing there, doing that to his songs.
Yeah.
Get jiggy with it.
There was an after party where he was dancing to get jiggy with it, and most freaking celebrities were there.
Yeah.
Dancing with him?
Dancing with him, bro.
Nah.
But they cleared the dance floor. They were scared. They were like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but also another thing is Will still part of Scientology.
I think it must be.
Part of it.
Really, there was a thing, but they always distance themselves from Scientology and they like sort of things. Because remember, Tom Cruise jumped on the table, on the couch, on Oprah.
Yeah.
Had the maddest moment ever.
Yeah.
We forgave that. We forgot about that.
But he was in love. He did it out of love.
Yeah, he did it out of
love. The slap
love.
was also out of love. Let me not forget that. The slap was out of love. Let's get that straight.
It was
it was also out of love.
Love will make you do crazy things. That's what he said. That's what he said. Love will make you do crazy things.
And he's a protector of his family on top of that, bro. And his son also goes and says, he tweets like, That's how
we do.
Like
So
in the morning.
is this like a ritual thing now?
it's a ritual. There you go.
Yeah, say.
You see,
It
Mom
might
hit
be.
me on the head there. I was like, is this not a ritual of Scientology of sorts? I think Jada is an alien, guys. Let's be
Is it the head?
Yeah,
It's the head.
it's the head.
It must be the
It must be the head because every single time you've been seeing aliens, they've got these freaking oval heads with big eyes, and Jada fits the profile. If you had to ask me when does Independence Day happen, it happens in August. I don't know what day, but it happens in August.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and the problem thing is, Will is only appeasing her to keep us safe. He's doing it for us, bro.
It must be.
Yeah, bro.
That's why he said it. He does it for love.
He doesn't.
We misunderstood it.
For us, he's like, I'm a protector. I felt like when he was talking, it felt like it was I Am Legend. Because apparently there's going to be I Am Legend 2. I don't know now if he's quit from the academy, if he's going to get movie roles and shit. But I think it was Groundhog Day for him. He was saying it. He's like, I'm doing this to be the protector. And he's protecting the humans, bro. Tom Cruise did it before to protect us.
Yeah.
And as you see, we always see footage of aliens flying around and shit like that.
Hey.
Jada's always been here, bro. She's been here. Like, look, she's been taking out the biggest humans or the best of us. She took out Tupac. Who knows? And exactly. And who knows? Tupac was an alien too because he was also bald, bro. He was also bald. So, and all of a sudden, she releases 10 years of poem from Tupac. It's like I'm watching John Cena. What is it? With those aliens that are actually in the people.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, Peacemaker. There you go. Yeah. What if Jada has one of those aliens inside her and they've just been controlling her the whole time and they're just mad that we took out Tupac? Because Tupac was way ahead of his time, bro. And she released a poem, which is probably a declaration of war or some shit. But we don't see it. We don't see it like that. It's like, oh no, God, it's such a great thing. And Will's been disrespected. No wonder Will has been castrated. Because
castrated he has been.
Yeah, because he's living with aliens, bro. He's living with aliens. Those kids of his are aliens. You got Jaden.
And Jaden's looking
and what's
weird.
The other one?
Hella weird. Willow.
Yeah, Willow.
Who named someone Willow, bro? Like, what the fuck? Willow. I don't know, but Willow is just not a name for a person, bro. That's like an environment of sorts.
Trees.
Yeah, just blowing through the trees, blowing through the willow.
Gru. Who's Gru?
Gru. You say, I am Gru. Yeah, Willow's like freaking I am Gru. But, man, I don't know. But another thing which is terrible. Okay, sure, Schultz roasts the shit out of him.
Yeah.
All the comedians stand with him.
Yeah.
But as a person,
though.
Yeah, deservingly though. But as a person who's been making jokes all my life, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? We make jokes all the time.
Yeah.
The other day we roasted a guy that we know has got HIV. I always get HIV and AIDS wrong. I get it wrong every single time. But he stands for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy wins chicks on the mere fact of the basis that they don't know if he's HIV positive or not. But it's just a risk to sleep with this guy.
It's the game.
Yeah.
It's the excitement of life.
So, I mean, for something this small, and people like Wanda Sykes is a sellout.
Oh,
You know Wanda.
She said they didn't apologize to her yet.
Yeah.
For what? What's Wanda?
Wanda Sykes is because of that whole Dave Chappelle thing. Wanda is like such a sellout. Wanda's black. She's got a white wife. She was like, nah, I don't want our kids to be black, to be minorities. So when they did that in vitro thing, they just had white kids.
So with the white lady had the kids.
Yeah. So she didn't want to have freaking black kids. You got, what's his name? I forgot that woman. She's a bad actor though. The one that Common went out with.
Who?
Oh, that.
What's her name? Bad
with
actor.
the T, man. It starts with a T.
Not Taraji P. It's the
No,
other
not
one.
Taraji P,
What's her
man.
name? She's terrible, man.
Yeah, I know that he broke up with her.
Yeah, she was saying that Will Smith did a good thing.
A lot of women actually went and supported.
Yeah,
obviously,
but they're
because that's what they're gonna support.
A lot of them
day.
did, and then they were saying that I want my man to do the same thing.
And people were saying, here comes the memes of if my man don't handle shit like Will Smith does, then he cannot be my man. That type of bullshit.
I'm sorry, I'll ask the question. What the hell did you do?
And then you're victim blaming. You're victim blaming if you do that.
I'm victim blaming for asking what she did.
What did she do? You see?
So I must just go get my ass whooped.
You just need to
That's
go.
the thing. That's how men get killed.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So
You
I
know?
mean, bro, that's terrible.
You know, that's the type of thing that let's speak about here.
Yeah.
Like in our lifetimes, we had women friends. How many times, like through your life as well, with women friends, they'll let you into some bullshit, bro. You'll do something, then they were like, really? You're gonna leave that dude to do that type of shit? Where you as a man know this type of shit is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was watching with this Cobra Tate as well. Cobra Tate was telling a story as well where when they were in McDonald's, he was standing with his girl. And these guys walked in front of the line and just went to order something. And she was like, you really gonna let that happen? And he knew like, no, there's not time. There's 3 fucking guys that gonna fuck me. She's gonna see him as weak. But he's like, no. Yeah. But then there was a guy in front of him with his wife as well. He didn't know how to control his woman.
Yeah.
And this woman was like, hey, you really gonna let this guy? And he said, hey, guys, you can't. And this guy just moved him, knocked him out, knocked the woman out. And the guy, and they left. And they didn't even order after they just left.
Because that's what they were doing. They went there to agitate people.
They knew what they were going to do.
And
women just get emotional. They're like, no, dude, a guy knows. They think like, hey, it's not worth it.
I know what's going to go down.
There's 3 guys here. We know what's going on in this guy's mind. We even know, like, even in Wolfman was laughing.
Yeah, he laughed.
He laughed for a good 5 seconds.
He knew this was a joke. Because there's a difference between, we understand, we know when it's a joke and when it's serious.
Yeah.
And you know already. So you know, it's not worth it to go there. If I'm gonna do shit now, it's gonna escalate.
Yeah, but
we've
all had moments where you're like, you've got to evaluate the situation where you are, and you're like,
this the whole
it's
thing.
not the time for it.
Exactly.
But I mean, like, yo, for them to come out and to say that what he did for her is right, because at the end of the day, he's put his career at line on jeopardy now. His career's on line, and he's resigned from the academy.
So movie roles could be
no
more awards.
No, but he turned into a bitch, really.
That move there was.
Yeah, it was pathetic.
Yeah, it was pathetic. It was actually pathetic. It was.
I would have expected that type of behavior from Carlton, bro. Not even him. Not the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, bro. Like, what the fuck?
And now you gonna need a small guy like Chris Rock. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He was taking advantage. He was taking advantage. It was another comedian who was maybe a little bit bigger.
They spoke about
that.
Yeah, true.
What if a normal person, civilian, just went up and did that? They would have been escorted. You know that.
You would have been out of there. And actually, and also fairness to Chris Rock, the LAPD was there.
Yeah.
He kept his cool and didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And
but it's
like,
only because of that, so he knows he's gonna go
on
the whole time.
That's the first time I've seen another black person stand up. Forget Denzel and his freaking speech and freaking what's his name? Medea. What's his name?
Tyler Perry.
I find it so
Medea.
It's Medea.
And he said something about the devil.
At your highest point, the devil comes for you.
So Chris Rock is the devil.
No. Basically, the devil was him doing that act, not necessarily Chris Rock.
You see, there was people were speaking about because most people would interpret it that way.
That's Chris Rock being the evil person. No, I think he understood that he did shit.
Yeah,
he did shit.
I think that's why he was actually crying.
He made a post.
But the worst thing is that he didn't actually apologize to Chris Rock on stage.
Only on Instagram.
That's bullshit.
He should have.
I don't take that.
I also feel like that was the shitty
on Instagram.
thing.
Don't apologize on Instagram. Go apologize, or you should have on stage.
On the stage, where you embarrassed him.
Yeah.
So I mean,
because he's the one who embarrassed Chris Rock and not the other way.
In front of the world. Go apologize.
Yeah.
To his face, in front of the world.
In front of the cameras, and not the next day.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
On Instagram.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Twitter, nah.
That's what happens when you let a woman control your actions.
Yeah, and I think some people were saying that it was an abusive relationship. When you have an abusive woman in your life, that's the type of shit you get.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what? I don't read the Bible much, but we've had an abusive relationship in the very first pages of the Bible. Eve was abusive to Adam.
Made him feel like a bitch.
Made him feel like a bitch. And I think this whole reincarnation thing is true because Jada's still there, making Adam feel like a bitch. This is happening. So, I mean, and man, we could dissect it 1,000 ways.
Yeah, true.
So we can't make jokes now.
And that's my problem. So what does that indicate? So people can get offended. So we need to have like a list now of what people can get offended by and not speak about it. So comedians gonna have to walk on eggshells, basically.
Yeah. You know, Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes was far worse than that, bro. It was far worse than that.
Yeah, but he was.
Yeah,
no one's gonna hit a white guy.
Ricky Gervais was something else, though.
Yeah, but no one's gonna hit a white guy. He wouldn't be hit because of the mere fact that he's British.
Yeah, he's British, he's white.
Yeah,
sure.
but for you to do for the Oscars to trend because of black on black violence again, I mean, like, fuck, come on.
To me, that was also something that was just mind blowing.
It was something fucked up.
On a stage like that, we go in front of the whole world.
Yeah. And do the slap. You forget that even Will.
And it's a crime, right?
It's a crime.
It's assault.
Yeah,
It's assault right there.
Yeah. So we even forgot that Samuel L. Jackson got an honorary award.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything, it just...
No, and it's just all about the slap.
Yeah, it's all about the slap. But everything was gone.
But let's go to Samuel L. Jackson. Honorary award, bro.
Does he deserve it though? For motherfucker.
That guy has been in every movie, man.
But it's
the only thing he says is
motherfucker.
That's what he's been there
But
for.
I think Samuel L. Jackson should have got it for Black Snake Moan, where he tied up that white chick on a chain because she was a whore. He just kept it there. That was a good movie.
You're saying he acted well there.
Yeah, he acted well. But another one who acted well was 51st State. The problem is, I think the Academy Awards is like, it doesn't recognize a person for being themselves. You've got to play a character. And the problem with Samuel L. Jackson, he's just a cool motherfucker. Because
I liked him in Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he was good as Steven. But the problem is, was it Leonardo DiCaprio? Who won that year? Oh, no, Leonardo DiCaprio won for that other movie.
The movie in the snow.
That was a good movie.
He puts himself on the Revenant.
But I don't think he should have won. Tom Hardy should have won because Tom Hardy was a motherfucking villain of note in that thing. That was...
Which movie?
Oh, The Revenant. Tom Hardy killed me. Tom Hardy was hateful. He was a racist. He didn't like Indians. And the mere fact... I believed him.
I think the reason why Leonardo won for that one was because majority of the movie, it was kind of him by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it was that thing that you can actually have a whole movie with just you and nothing else and just animals and then still make it captivating.
But why didn't he win for Django? Remember?
Yeah, you should have.
I think there were too many slurs there for him to actually win for that.
There was many a time.
No, but still, the acting
was great. And Leonardo DiCaprio has been robbed so many times.
No, he's been even Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, even that.
His acting there is amazing, even when he's high.
Yeah. So the thing is, the Academy, those awards don't want you to be cool. They want you to be playing a character. They want you to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Like, how the fuck is Jamie Foxx win from being blind, bro? How do you act blind? We all can act blind. And we all sound like Ray Charles. I'm just I've been drinking. I could sound like Ray Charles too. If I had just heard that song. She take my money when I'm in need. We all could do that.
Yeah.
But for the mere fact that Will Smith didn't win when he was Ali Boumaier, I think that's when Ray won. Yeah, that's when Ray won. So it's for the mere fact that Denzel Washington didn't win for
Training
Day and John Q all in 1 year, which removes the credibility of that thing.
True.
That's why we never paid attention to it. The ratings were down, and they needed that slap because I remember I woke up. There was two things on my mind: my morning wood and checking my Twitter. So evidently they just happened to be a slap, and I was like, "Oh shit." Because
Oscars now.
Yeah, Oscars. I was like, oh shit, it's like 5 a.m. And I was like, hey, I sent you a message like, hey, look, dude, what's happening? I was crazy. But it's lost relevance right now, bro. It's lost relevance big time. I don't think...
Because that was the first thing people said. It must be fake because
people thought it was fake.
My overwhelming perception was that when I was like, it's fake. It's only to increase the profile of this thing. And it's actually terrible that black people are doing this. But I saw when Stephen A was like commenting.
Who?
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, he mentioned that.
Because he's probably like
that black people would do this on a stage of that was white.
And he's like the big dog of Smiths because Stephen A. Smith is like, you know, all he does is
he's
just
the big dog of the Smiths.
Yeah, he's a Smith, true, Stephen A. Okay? So he was like saying like it's terrible that people be doing this on the big stage, and worse, it's a black night of all things. And we forgot about Samuel L. Jackson. Sadly.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson was got him. His Oscar was just...
That was terrible. So Samuel L.
How many movies? 150 odd movies?
Fuck, you know how old that guy is, bro?
What is his age?
He's old, bro. He's hitting
he's his 70s.
He is. I think he's in 70s. If you could look it up, please, mobster, quick. But Samuel L. Jackson's old, and he's been in a lot of
A lot of
150 odd movies, bro.
Yeah.
150 odd movies.
And he doesn't charge that much as others. Isn't it?
That's
why. It's always with Quentin Tarantino. Yeah. He's not acting though. He's just being himself.
He's just being himself. Yeah.
I've never seen him taken
even in the Avengers.
He's not.
It's him. It's like
it's the same
73 years old.
He's an old man.
He's old, bro.
He's an old man.
So he's older than Denzel.
Morgan Freeman. He's
Denzel is 67.
Oh wow.
67. Denzel 67. He's also an old guy.
Even Sidney Poitier apparently got an honorary Oscar.
Did he get an honorary or did he get an Oscar? No,
he got an honorary one also.
Sidney Poitier, the first black person to win an Oscar was an honorary Oscar.
Apparently, some shit like that. So, I mean, look, we should be looking back at it. And let's look at the actors who've won Oscars as black people.
But I think Sidney Poitier was the first one.
Was it?
The first black guy to win an Oscar.
Let Mobster just check that out. But I think when I heard that, I think
Sidney who?
Sidney Poitier. The one that...
Poitier.
Poitier. P-O-T-I-R-E. What? P-O-T-I-E-R. Poitier or something like that. So, I mean, like, I think Lupita. Didn't Lupita has won one?
Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah, did she win an Oscar?
Who was the guy? Black Panther?
No, not Black Panther. She was in another movie. Even 12 Years a Slave. Who was that dude? I think she won from 12 Years a Slave.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's actually terrible. Why would you make me win for something that I am? I'm playing a black person.
Yeah, you're playing that role.
A black person already. So, I mean, that's terrible. Those things, I never watched.
Did Oprah win an Oscar for...
Oh, yeah, she did.
For that
Color
movie,
Purple.
Color Purple, right?
Yes, Oscar won, yeah. When Nas says, when Oprah won a Grammy for Color Purple, I'll make her give me the whoopee or something. Whoopee one or...
Whoopee also
Whoopee one or something,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, Halle Berry as well, eh?
Yeah, no, for what's that monster thing?
Yeah, Monsters Ball.
Yeah, just because she had dog style with that other dude. Like,
for the sex scene.
Yeah, with the sex scene
and
itself.
That's what everyone wanted. That's sexy.
She like displayed boobs for like in Swordfish.
Swordfish, yeah.
Before that, for like 2 million. And then she won for Monster.
For the sex scene.
Yeah, then Charlize Theron won for the other movie. What was
Charlize Theron was Monster, I think.
Oh, fuck, I'm too drunk.
And then Halle Berry was the other movie.
But she was also... Monsters Ball. Yeah, the monster words are there. Yeah, there you go. So, I mean... Nah, come on, guy. Come on. There's like the Academy Awards for people who actually do. Like, look, Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
He took that.
Did he win that time?
Yeah, he passed away. He was dead. But he deserved that one.
They gave it to him, but I also think they did give it to him because he died.
No.
Okay, yeah, he died.
Yeah, he died, but
he was amazing.
Yeah.
He was amazing in the movie.
I don't see...
I think if he was alive, maybe it would have been overlooked. I don't know.
Yeah, it could have been.
I feel like...
Nah,
Just maybe,
in that year, no one else had better. But I feel the person who's been robbed many a time, not even Will Smith. I would expect Leonardo DiCaprio to slap on because he was the one
he's been robbed too many times. His movies are amazing. Yeah. His movies are amazing. Leonardo is an amazing actor.
That actually goes back to 1974. The first person of color was... Diane Carroll.
From Gone with the Wind?
No, for the film Claudine.
Oh, shit.
Then after it was 1985, Whoopi Goldberg, The Color Purple.
There we go. I'll make Whoopi give me the pussy.
Is that
when Nas says it in that song, Purple, yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, it was Angela Bassett of What's Love Got to Do With It? And then Halle Berry after, obviously.
But that's the ladies, right?
Oh,
yeah,
the
ladies, yes.
Okay, and then the first black...
And the first black guy? Let's just go
person.
Yeah, black person. No, okay, we'll see now. Yeah, but the guys have been marginalized like anything.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, so it's been hard, bro. They've always been pitted against each other. But I remember in a year when Denzel had John Q and Training Day, he never won it.
Training Day was the one that he should have
Training
taken.
Day was the now.
Yeah, Training Day was the one.
Everybody knows Training Day.
Training Day and John Q.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Yeah.
Training Day.
So Training Day and John Q were all in 1 year and he never won. So I'm like, yesty. But I feel the guy who should have slapped anyone is Leonardo DiCaprio. And then he did win for something so weak.
The Revenant. Everyone was shocked when he won for The Revenant.
Yeah, it was
no, man, this is not his best movie.
Because the Wolf of Wall Street
was...
They were like, that's one
That's
he
one
has
he
to.
definitely has to take that one. And Wolf of Wall Street was
nothing.
And also The Departed. Who was it? It was Departed. He was also...
The Departed.
Yeah, The Departed. Another freaking classic.
He didn't win for that too.
And he got nothing.
See?
So, I mean, anything. You got anything there?
And even Blood Diamonds.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah,
With the
Yes.
Zimbabwean accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, no. With that Boer accent.
Supposedly Zimbabwean.
Oh, yeah, I know, it's a Boer. But
But-
he never won. And that was
And that was amazing. For him to actually pull off the accent.
Yeah, he was the first to do a Boer before Klaus from Avengers did it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he was the first to do it before Klaus from Avengers did it.
that's some dope ass.
It
That's
seems
it.
like it's so freaking difficult to find a male, the male actor, because they're just showing the females.
Yeah.
Apparently, 1939, there's Hattie McDaniel, first African American to win or to be nominated.
Just
for
check
Academy
Sydney.
Award.
Just look for Sydney
Sydney
Poitier
Poitier.
and just see if it was, because that's what I saw in the whole aftermath there, that he was just given it or something like that. I could be wrong, but I mean,
Yeah, I saw that because even Denzel, when he first won his Oscar, he praised Sydney for
1964, Lilies of the Field.
Oh, was that the field?
That's Sydney
And then
Poitier.
1959, The Defiant Ones, yeah.
Was that Sydney?
Best actor or
The best actor.
yeah, Sydney
won
Poitier.
it
Yeah,
19.
best
Oh, so
actor.
Sydney
He
won
won
it,
it for
okay.
best actor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So I think so too. So that's pretty.
So the first black person was a woman.
Was a woman,
in 1930 something.
No, 1939.
That's
yes.
crazy. That is crazy.
So I think. Wow. We could talk all day about this thing. It's like it's polarizing, bro. But fuck, I don't know. Let's go on to lighter things, bro. Lighter things. I think this is a small topic. It's not even a big topic. Xbox got Game Pass. Sony has an answer.
What's the answer?
The answer is that you have to pay to play PS2 games and PS3 games. You have to stream them.
What
You
the
gotta pay.
fuck?
You gotta pay
But
to
if you
stream
did
them.
this,
You can still, but most people don't have their discs
and
on their
people
PS5.
sold their games.
Yeah, sold their games because you wanted to upgrade. So Sony says, no, guys, you can stream it, but we'll charge you for it. Just check that up quickly.
That's a low-blow
wait, you
move.
charge per game or you charged
They charge you a monthly amount, which is more than Game Pass. They've got three tiers.
for PS2.
and it's
Yeah.
for
PS2 and PS3 games.
it's for the games before.
Yeah.
Oh, because PS4 games can play on the PS5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I spec was.
Okay,
But
so
they include them differently. So if you want to play PS2 and PS3,
you have to pay.
you pay a certain amount. And then if you're going to go to PS4 and whatever,
That's also
can-
No,
it's a
man.
different amount.
But
But
what
is it
about
also
if you
subscription,
have the
though?
PS4 discs?
that's fine.
You can play. You can play now. You're not gonna get
you're
a
not
lot
charged.
of people sold
Yeah.
their PS4 discs.
No, not everyone.
No. People still kept the PS4s
Yeah,
because
PS4s.
they first backtracked and they were like, you need to have a next gen console. And then they were like, no, you can keep your PS4. We'll keep it valid for a certain period.
They basically
Yeah,
charge
people
you
sold their shit.
$17.99
Yeah.
per month.
How
There you
much?
go. Just to play.
$17.99.
Shit.
That's a...
There you go. Just to play.
Around
No
$20.
Just to
400
play.
rand a
Just to
month.
play PS2 and PS3 games.
Why
And
the fuck?
PS1 games. Yeah. So also.
And PS1.
Yeah.
No,
Are these
Sony's greedy.
games? Are these games perhaps made for the new gen? As in
No.
they've
It's
been
all old
upgraded?
games. It's all
So,
old games.
so the graphics are still
Still
going
the
to
same.
be
There's 262 rand.
yeah.
200.
So-
You see that?
200
And
yeah.
how much is
rand a
Game
month.
Pass?
Nah,
Game Pass is like, it's going down. The price is like 120 now, I think. That goes off my Steam.
You see, so
What?
so
But
why the
more
fuck
than
you gonna pay
double.
that?
And then you can.
You get-
So all you have to do is have uncapped Wi-Fi.
Or fiber. Yeah.
Or
same
fiber.
thing. Yeah.
You have uncapped internet basically at home.
Yes.
I pay 120 odd rand,
Yeah.
and I can play any game.
Yeah, bro. On the Xbox platform and the old one. So you've got access to 100 games and any new games that come.
Compared to PlayStation, which I have to pay 2 different subscriptions.
Yeah, bro.
To pay.
Does PlayStation have a subscription just for them?
This is what they just came up now. Yeah. This is what they had released. So they said they're gonna make it alternative.
No, but that's not a winning business model.
And also they said that we can't give you the new games, because what's the difference with Gamepass and the thing is that any new game like Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon, it goes straight on day one. They are like, no, we're not giving you the new games because it means that our quality is going to decrease.
It sucks.
So they still want you to remember, they are the ones who are charging a higher price for first-party games, because the game for is like 1.7. The price increase, so you'll pay 1.7 or 1.8 for Forza. What is the thing?
What?
Horizon West, Forbidden Horizon
1,800 rand.
Yeah, because they've increased the price. So they're like, we won't include it in the subscription service.
Wait, I'm going to have to buy this on either disc or buy it digitally.
Yeah, bro.
For 1,000 to 2,000 rand. Whereas someone on Xbox just has to pay 120 rand.
And has the game to play.
So why the fuck you see?
Yeah. And then, so also to compound all of this.
Bro, it's just a waste.
Yeah, Sony's doing missteps in this generation. And I think they're going to lose because...
No, they're losing.
They're going to lose because... So what's also happened is there's a wave of that the Series XS is selling like crazy.
The Xbox.
Yeah, the Series S. The Series S is selling like crazy.
Nah, it's gonna sell.
People who buy the PlayStation 5 also buy a Series S so they can have access to those games. And it's like the sales are going up. So people are also saying like, no, but the Series X is not selling. That sells too. That goes up. And there was an ad also in the week that Microsoft released that said that with that dude, that actor.
Be smarter.
It's like be knowledgeable.
Oh,
be knowledgeable.
Yeah,
be knowledgeable. Because another thing that Sony charges for is if you have a PS4 game and that game has to be upgraded to PS5, you have to pay a price of 500 to have that game updated in graphics.
No,
wow.
So if you have the Xbox version, it gets upgraded for free.
Wow, no. Sony.
No, something's wrong. Something's wrong here. There's a very big imbalance.
Yeah,
there's a very big imbalance.
The thing is that always happens every generation is that the winner comes out being very cocky. So Sony won the PS4 generation by a landslide. Now they come into this and they're like very cocky. When Xbox won the 360 generation, because no one said that they were going to come up so hard. The only thing that killed them was the Xboxes dying. If the Xboxes never died and got the ring of death, they would have won that thing with a landslide. But the mere fact that they had so much sales and it went up so fast like they did, because the PS3 was doing shit, but eventually the PS3 overtook them.
Caught up,
And it went over because of that whole red ring of death. Now the PS4 won and they started off everything crappy and they did shit. So these studio acquisitions in which they're doing, buying this and that, and obviously if the Activision deal goes through, but there's people who are saying, like the government's looking at that now, and they're like saying, no, there's a whole bad environment of work for the employees and all that, so they're looking at it very closely. Sony just seems to be effing up there.
No, they are. No,
they are.
Just hearing this, I can just tell that business model that they have right there, it's going to fail compared to the Xbox business model.
Yeah.
Because 120 rand for all the games compared to
subscription model,
splitting subscriptions between new games and old games.
No, that's
nah.
You're not gonna do that.
No one's gonna. No one's gonna do that. And it's super expensive to get that PS5. It's
same price. Yeah, and that thing of having two models has actually worked out good for them, because if people who wouldn't play games or people who can't afford both consoles just buy the cheaper version.
There we go.
Yeah.
So just to have that access. Yeah. Like Xbox is hitting the only fans of gaming, of console gaming, bro. That's you gotta subscribe. You just subscribe just to see the shit.
There we go.
Yeah.
So subscription's the way.
Subscription's the way, bro. So that's actually it's not I don't think they won there. That's not good news. Not good news at all for them. Because they were promising something good. And it came out to something like that. Yeah, Sony.
That's bullshit.
It's not working out. It's not working out at all.
It's a nay for me.
It's a nay. I think this is a nay. I'm not going there. I'm not gonna buy a PS5 anytime soon.
That's cock that. No.
There's no way, bro. There's no way.
keep my PS1. Thank you.
You need to keep all your consoles.
Yeah.
But if you're a Sony fan, fuck that.
That's the only way, bro,
Yeah.
that you can. But who does that? Because you always
Nah,
sell.
yeah.
You always sell it, and
That's
then you
the
move
thing.
on to the next.
Yeah.
Since the PS1, like,
You
I think
upgrading.
people have been selling the consoles. If you find
You
someone with a
upgrade.
PS1 now,
There's a HDMI one. There's like 2,000 rand,
a
bro.
PS1 with an HDMI cable.
Yeah, they have that.
And they have like preloaded games on it. I sent you that
Preloaded
picture.
games?
Yeah.
Yes, they have
But
it.
it's like 2,000 rand. I was
have
like,
that
no
thing.
fucking way, I'm not paying for that shit.
That should cost me
For
like
PS1.
300 rand.
For PS1.
It's a
Preloaded
game station at this
Tekken,
day.
there's the normal Final Fantasy Tekken and all those type of things on it. But no, bro, I'm not paying 2,000
No, you
rand for
have
that
to
shit.
see block characters.
Yeah, fucking big head.
Everything is just united.
It's glued together, bro.
No, so it's not happening, bro. It's not happening. But let's get to something serious. I don't know what's gonna happen with this topic. Oh god. So we watched TV last week.
Who was watching TV now?
We were watching TV, bro.
Yeah.
SBC?
No, it was ENCA. Apparently, there were 18,000 births between what year we're in? 2022.
Yeah,
So it
so
was
2020 and
So it was 2020 and 2021. There were 18,000 births of kids born from mothers between the ages of 10 and 17.
so not even just teenagers. It's
Teenagers, bro.
It's
Or
adolescents.
I don't know, teens or whatever you call them. So there's this one thing that we were going to discuss, and we were going to make a like sort of an episode of sorts. It was called CSE, Comprehensive Sexual Education. It was a book
Yeah.
or a series of books that get taught from grade 6. What is it? I don't know. I'm always lost with grades, bro. Let's say standard 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and standard 5.
Oh, so from grade 7 to matric.
Yeah.
So when people start hitting puberty basically
12, 13.
12, 13, grade 7
Yeah.
to matric.
So there was a thing called CSE that had these books. And these books would be teaching children like, this is a nipple, this is your whatever. And it was supposed to teach kids to say that, like, look after your body. It would teach them about sexually transmitted diseases. And even one of the books, there was a cripple guy who spoke about an itch. And his friend was like, no, you got to go check that out. So at least the people in that hood were giving cripple people the fuck. But, that's a topic for another day. But then what happened is that there was a petition.
Sorry.
No, people. Okay, cripple people fuck.
Hey, yeah. Damn it. I never imagined it.
But why does it have to be a
That's in the book,
No, that was a cripple. Look, okay, what we'll do is we'll put the picture, because you obviously think I'm talking crap. We'll put the picture from the
Please
book.
put the picture.
Yeah, put the picture there.
Yeah.
Let's put the picture
But
there.
Where's the stitch?
He was in the CSE.
Is it on his legs?
No, he's a cripple. He's got 2 crutches, and his friend is like, you gotta get this itch checked out.
And he
Oh, so
can't-
he's got an itch.
Yeah, so he goes.
He's on crutches, bro.
Yeah. His itch was way.
No,
His leg.
but obviously, if you're on the crutches, it's very difficult to get to your itch.
Yeah,
So I thought the whole story of the book would have been like, yo, friend, can you scratch my itch?
But no, it's something else.
It's something else. He got a cheese.
You got a cheese griller.
He got a cheese griller. So, okay, wait, let's get serious. So now the CSE was boycotted. Parents, teachers didn't want those books coming into circulation. Right? Mostly white parents. This is where the part I think there's the tipping point here, because the people who are affected here with these 18,000 births are black and colored people, minorities.
It's in Durban.
In Durban.
KZN, Eastern Cape. Predominantly dark-skinned areas.
But if you say it was white people that complained about it.
Yeah.
There were black people.
Does colored and black people really care about their things? They're too busy with their
there
lives.
were black people.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the ACDP.
Oh, gosh, bro.
ACDP,
What African Christian Democratic Party?
there we go. They were against it totally. As in, this is against our religion to actually teach these things.
Yeah.
to kids,
But
sexual
does that
kids.
do a good thing if you don't?
Okay,
It is.
no,
That's
listen,
the question.
listen to this
Yeah.
one. Listen to this one. So the ACDP was campaigning in the streets and they were marching.
Yeah.
No to CSE. No sex before marriage. No But they had kids holding shirts and placards talking about
But then
sex.
you might as well. Then you might as well
Yeah.
teach them. Yeah.
Kids who were
They're
like
using
8.
kids for your...
Yeah,
It
remember
wasn't,
that-
it wasn't
that
kids
picture.
who would
Yeah,
be
I
sexually
remember that.
active.
Yeah.
It was kids who were like in grade 1 or 2.
Who
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
nothing.
These are
Use
just
kids like that. man.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
had
I'm
kids.
about.
Because that's what they always do. They use kids.
Yeah,
in
so
front.
I think
the
what we
front
should also
line.
do, so it doesn't look like we're talking crap, we'll put a picture
Yeah.
of that.
No,
But
they do
also,
that.
when I get to it and I think about like churches and shit like that, wasn't Mary the first teenage pregnancy or some shit like that?
She was.
Not the first documented one, but
No.
she was the first
Yeah,
one
she was the
Yeah.
first.
who was pregnant without a man.
Yeah, and no.
She didn't have sex and she got pregnant.
No, but she's the
Such a-
first teenage pregnancy because if you look, sometimes they say Mary was probably 14 and
But
what's his name?
even Adam and Eve.
All of those,
Yeah.
They
the
were-
whole Bible is
Yeah.
Yeah,
Teenage. Like,
teenage sex, teenage
they
shit.
were. Look,
David was around about 15 when
Yeah.
he killed Goliath.
how old
It
is
was a
Goliath?
college
He was
university
around
bro
15
Bible.
when he killed Goliath, apparently.
Yeah.
He wasn't even ready to be king.
Yeah,
Yes, so he was a teenager when he killed Goliath. So if you look at the Bible, a lot of the stories they are around about, they're actually about kids
yeah.
growing up and becoming great people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not necessarily this person is 40 and is becoming old. No. If we look back in the olden days, people died young. They died in their 30s
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
disease.
Yeah, I don't think you lived
Yeah,
that
old
long.
age was
They
30,
didn't live long.
40,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, I
You
don't
know
think
that?
I think the way they count age in the Bible, I think it was every day, bro. Every day was a year. that's how it goes, bro.
But that also stirs up something in me as well. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah.
Does that mean you have to be fucked up while you're young?
Yeah.
They were fucked up. They were very
That's what happens, bro.
Yeah, what
Because
happens?
look, like this thing here, this whole thing of having girls who get pregnant at the age of 10. Bro, I don't even know you have freaking ovaries at 10.
Exactly.
That's like my thing. And when we looked at the graph for Statistics SA, one of the people who impregnated a child is 42.
Let's not say one.
There is a graph.
There's a graph that
Yeah,
shows
there's a graph that shows
ages
the
of
age.
men who have
But what's the
children
age?
with them.
What is the age?
It
Sexual.
goes. No, the age goes. Look,
It's there's girls and then there's men.
No, but I mean that kids can have sex. It's 12, isn't it?
No, it's
No,
15.
it's 15, 16.
but you can get married at 10.
Then what the fuck
What's
is the 16?
the- yeah.
What's the difference?
It's 16.
You can get married.
Consensual
at-
age is 16,
Yeah.
right?
Consensual.
For you to have sex with an older person, I think when
Yeah, but
you're
in
the
your
same
own- in your own age, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's 12.
Yeah, 12.
So wait,
And
wait.
then you can, at the age of 10, get married.
Look,
in South Africa.
Yeah.
so
But
wait,
it's still-
It is sick.
before
It is
before we
sick, bro.
before we get out of the
Yeah.
realm of being misinformation, moms to look it up so that we can correct that. All right, so just look at the
No, but I
the
remember that was in the newspaper,
the age of
12
marriage,
age.
age of marriage
Yeah.
or whatever.
Age
Yeah.
of marriage is 10.
Yeah,
You
10.
can, okay, I was at this job
Yeah.
where I had to kind of ask some personal questions.
Mm-hmm.
There is a question that says for people who are 10 and above, you have to ask them if they've ever been married. From
What?
10.
Jeez.
From 10 and above.
What were we doing 10 years old?
No, the
Ah,
PS2.
man, Pokemon.
Bro,
Yeah.
Fucking
JoJo's. What's that thing? JoJo's?
DBZ Tazos,
Yeah,
bro.
Tazos.
Fucking
Tazos,
Tazos.
bro.
They
Tazos,
don't mention
JoJo's.
the actual age, but they're saying under 16 you need parental consent.
Yeah,
So
you
if
need
your
parental-
parents are idiots,
Yeah.
You
They
can
sell
marry.
you
So
basically.
also,
No,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
also.
the thing,
Yeah, kids also.
and that's one of the
That's
things that does
messed up.
happen if you mention the KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape. Your parents could sell you for cows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it
I
comes
know
to that.
And then what do they call it? They say, oh, what's that word in Xhosa now? When you get married and then komnyango. And they did backcleaner. They take you, man. They just take
like
you
a chicken.
you're just taken from home when you're gone.
Yeah.
And you have no consent. Everything is just discussed between the parents.
Yeah.
And then
You just see
all of a
get it
sudden,
taken.
men are just coming to fetch the lady.
Wow.
She's
what the
gone.
fuck?
And that's that's a common practice. Probably happens in the villages of sorts.
Yeah, in the villages.
in the villages of sorts, that's
because
something that happens.
lack
But-
of money.
But also, I can see those 18,000 births happening. If you say 20 and 21, right? Those are the two.
2021, 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
And I think...
a little bit
of
it.
But 2 years.
2 years. So I can see that happening during COVID because we were all confined to being inside the house.
Yeah.
And what else do you do? I remember one stage when I worked in Dimbaza, all those people were doing in Dimbaza, and Dimbaza was like dead. They don't have factories. The factories closed down. They were like a big hub for SASA, like SASA grants where we worked. They were just getting SASA grants.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a braai place called Bongalesizwe where they made this freaking Vors, which was like freaking Boerewors of the year, bro.
Yo, you don't understand what is till you've tasted that.
Yeah, bro.
Bongalesizwe.
Yeah, Bongalesizwe. That Boerewors was like knocking. But this one day I went there and I heard these chicks talking. Like schoolgirls. And they were like saying...
When you looked at them, how old do you think they were?
No, bro, they were wearing school uniform.
Oh, shit.
They were wearing school uniform at Bongalesizwe. And I came there to buy Vors. And I think the conversation itself made me comfortable because I'm fucking afraid as fuck.
Made you comfortable?
Made me uncomfortable.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go to jail of sorts. But they were telling a story about a guy who had come to them after school and he was like, yo, I like you or sort of stuff like that. And the chick was like, what happens if I get pregnant? And then he was like, all you'll do is get the SASA and you'll live on that money on top of what I give you. And she was like, yeah, I accepted that.
Jeez.
Just like that. I mean, in that place like that, people have nothing. So you must imagine in places where you have nothing.
You have nothing, yeah.
Sex is like an activity. Like for us, we play Xbox and games. That is like an activity
There's
for
no
people.
Xbox or TV.
There's no game. That's Game Pass, like a sex pass or shit that happens in the hood or anything like that. So I mean, for even people to protect, I think CSE itself. Look, the books were graphic.
Yeah.
And what they were showing, but for what happens in black and colored communities, and people get pregnant, I think those people need it's like a self-esteem check to know who you are and what's happening. Because one thing that happens with white chicks is that they'll take these pills for acne. Yeah. And you know what those pills for acne are?
Let's say acne in inverted commas because I don't think it's for acne. I think the acne comes after they start taking the pills.
Because like, I didn't know, my chick was, like back in the day, my chick would always be telling me, well, acne is bad. And then she'd be like taking acne pills, but these acne pills just...
Make it worse.
Or
make the lips pink.
Make the lips pink or whatever, but they're using these pills to... Oh, I get you. I'm trying to say something serious. But okay. Acne pills at high school or even given to white chicks. And they... Obviously, we know what those pills are.
Yeah. You know
to prevent that. I stayed in Elliot, bro. Center of the meat. Meat is cheap in Elliot. You can like get oxtail for like 80 rand.
What?
You can go to a place and get T-bone steaks, 2 for 100 rand. Huge ass steaks, quality steaks.
Sort of like those Texan steaks.
Yeah. So you know what problem you get. You mix steaks, liquor, and black people. And then you obviously on a Monday, you would need morning after pills. You go to the pharmacy. On Monday, there are no morning after pills. Elliot has a high rate of pregnancy. And I even said this with my chick previously. Like, yo, these people are just perpetuating a cycle whereby these people are going to get pregnant. Because I even said to her, like, okay, what happens if I go and bust and you have to go to the pharmacy? There's no morning after pills. So every time I would have to go visit from East London, I'd have to get my thing before they gave morning after pills to guys. Because now you can't get morning after pills. Because apparently they assume you raped someone and then you want to force them.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I had that. So like in Elliot or places like that, you'll find out that on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they have no morning after pills. What does that mean? That happens on a Monday after the weekend.
They block you.
They closed on Sunday. They closed on Sunday. So you're not going to get shit.
Yeah. So your window is closed, bro. I promise you. I'm not talking crap. I was there and I was like, dude, you should see the amount of people that are pregnant in Elliot from those ages of sorts of what happens. Because definitely, you can't have a place where people... And guess who owns the farms? Guess who owns guess who owns the pubs? Guess who owns the liquor places?
White people.
And guess who owns the pharmacies?
White people?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I mean, there's like one
Obvious.
I was guessing.
Obvious.
Yeah, and obviously, and like, look now. Obviously, the comments will say we're being racist again, but come on,
No,
that's something.
No,
but
even
to
for
keep
me,
you
that's a bit fucked up.
there.
Yeah.
Keep you there.
Keep you there because
Keep you there.
if you look,
But do you think that's not their intention when they go open that business? You see?
they should be there.
Obviously, when
yeah.
you open it to
People-
make money,
Yeah.
right?
Look,
You open a business
as
to
a
make
business now,
money.
you need to be in touch with your community.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you know this is the thing that's happening in this community, you need to basically prepare for it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you're gonna have to like cut down on this thing because you're seeing it's a terrible thing what's happening. People are just I don't want to say use the word overpopulating.
Yeah.
Just having babies, and I mean it's teenagers.
Yeah.
So if that option is there as a contraceptive, you're actually helping.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, if we go to any place like that here in the Eastern Cape and most of these places, they don't have those things. And I remember specifically saying we even went there ourselves to just go and check if they
Yeah, I
have.
understand.
So is it not-
I understand a lot of people. Sorry to interrupt there,
No,
but
no,
I
it's
understand
okay,
a lot
it's
of people have this issue with abortion. Yeah, you're killing a life, you're destroying a life, whatever. But I mean, a contraceptive. If you're basically keeping that thing from happening.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Yeah.
You're preventing.
You're preventing. You're taking
You're not
preventative
killing.
measures,
You're
basically.
preventing.
Yeah.
It's preventative
It's
measures.
preventing. Yeah.
Shouldn't that be an okay thing?
Yeah.
And it's the same as condoms as well.
Yeah,
it's basically
exactly.
preventing.
But what
it's
if
preventing
what
the
if
whole
as
thing.
the business owner, you went there with a good heart to open up a business, and then you just told, listen, we're gonna pay you. Here's an agenda. Stop supplying these things.
But I don't think.
Yeah,
it's
and
an
you also
agenda.
no, I don't think it's an agenda because
agenda.
look, at the end of the day, having a child at the ages of 10 and 16 is hard enough. You know how much child costs.
Yeah,
Exactly.
children cost a lot.
Yeah.
And then
But it's in recent years where it was
It's
on
gone
the
up.
incline.
yeah.
You see, it's the recent years. It's everything, bro, with the media and everything, how things has been pushing. That's
Yeah,
why
you'll
these
check
things
on
are
Twitter.
happening.
There's like a dog style will be trending.
Yes, yeah.
But how much?
yeah,
How much
people
of
are
Sasa?
being-
How much of Sasa grant, gents, goes to alcohol?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. So it could be an agenda.
Yeah.
But
Listen,
one thing I
It's
want to
not-
ask you.
Everything you can say, there's a whole ball of a mixture of things that's just doing these things and it's supporting these type of agendas.
yeah.
Can I ask you something? Can a person, a woman basically, or a girl in this instance, can she support their child with that SASSA grant?
No, the only thing. The only thing.
It's not enough.
Hence, I'm saying
all-
Sasa grants don't go to the nappies and they don't go
Yes,
to
yeah.
bottle feeding
Yeah.
and they don't go to.
But
Sasa
what is the
grants gents
solution?
goes to
Give more
alcohol.
Sasa.
That's
Good
That's
time.
exactly my point.
That's what's
Yolo
happening.
Chomi.
Because
But
Yeah.
that doesn't help.
And then
It
look,
doesn't help the country as well. It's more Sasa, more
does
grant
help.
money.
So-
now we say, okay, now we need to give 1,500. Now they're going to be like, oh, now I can make 2 kids, 3, 4 kids. Fuck it.
Which is
Yeah.
what is happening. So,
Yeah.
hence, is it not an agenda?
Yeah.
Is it not an
You can't say
agenda?
it's
your point.
agenda.
No, I agree
As
with
in,
your point.
as in, it
might
doesn't
be.
matter. Like,
Yeah.
once you are on Sasa grant, you're getting this 400 rand, you're 16.
You think
You
that's a lot of
start
money.
thinking, hey, I need more 400
And
rand.
you think
right?
that's a lot of money
Yeah.
that at that
And it
time.
happens, bro. You can
And even
have
your
women.
boyfriend is also going to, we need to make more kids because
baby.
this 400, I say Benz.
Yeah. So like what
And
we
that's all the government does. Push up.
I'll push
That's
up the
all we
amount.
do,
Let's make it 800.
Yeah, well,
Let's make it
And guess what? There are also, of all those 800 rands, there are probably a couple of people who aren't real.
pocketing.
Those 400 rands go into someone's pockets as well. Maybe,
No,
10, maybe
that's
10,000.
That's what happened with the 350s
But
as
I
well.
think
Yeah, the
it
350
has a
definitely.
whole,
Yeah.
this
So
is
it's-
everything, the
like,
media,
so now-
everything plays
That's
a
why
role,
it's
bro.
there, bro.
So like
There's
look,
an agenda behind it all.
Yeah.
Keep you there.
Keep you there.
Keep you
yeah. So
there.
you always are always complaining about poverty and like the East Cape being below the poverty line, and also places because what they'll say is what you were talking about when you were saying this. So these arranged marriages,
Yeah.
they'll keep blaming culture for it.
Exactly.
And they'll say it's culturally, it's a thing that's
It's
happening.
a thing that's happening. Yeah.
So the Department of Social Development now goes and creates a thing. CSE gets blocked because this is supposed to be visual books. We have the PDFs. I don't think we can put some of the pictures there, but we will put some of the pictures from those PDFs to show you how it looks like. The teachers blocked it.
Yeah.
They didn't want to teach it. They were saying that it exposes the kids for too much. The ACDP came out to those kids and saying no to CSE. So 2 years on, we've got 18,000 births. Clearly, a failure has happened. Chomi and Yolo, you only live once, and Chomi are campaigns that were brought up.
Chomi.
Chomi. How do you name campaigns after those two lines?
Chomi. I know it's going down. It's going down tonight.
Once she says, Chomi, it's on.
It's on.
It's
YOLO.
On. YOLO once, right?
It's not working. And those are the campaigns that have taken over CSE. Chomi and Yolo. You're using things that are like in the culture.
About debauchery.
Yeah, debauchery.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it's about. YOLO Chomi. I've never heard YOLO Chomi said in one sentence.
Sense.
As in,
it cannot
we're
be
going
good.
to church.
Yeah.
We're gonna
YOLO Chomi, we're going. We're gonna go to
I'm
church.
gonna go down on that nigga.
You know it's going down.
Exactly.
I hear that. It's a sign, bro.
Sins is about to happen.
You know, big sins, bro. Enjoy those sins.
Yeah. So I mean,
you only live once. That's
so
it.
I mean, bro, we're out of touch. I think, look, that book those PDFs were controversial.
But they would have done.
They would have done something. Because what's happening here is that people are, what is this? They're always pulling the punches. People don't want to tell kids what it is. When you talk about the birds and the bees.
But I think it's silly to say that the books were, when kids have access to porn.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just click, are you 18? Oh, enter.
Fuck
That's
it.
all.
You know,
like,
not even that. They just have to go on some site and then the pop-ups pop up.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you click on the end there, you're gone. You're
I
seeing
understand a
10,000
mathematical
pics
question.
one
I
time.
understand a mathematical question that only an 18-year-old would understand. Like 8 times B is equal to C. And then they give you the numbers. What would C be? Oh, okay. And then you'd work it out and get the answer.
Yes.
But just to click enter.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they care about 18-year-olds.
Yeah,
There's
they
no
don't give a
such.
shit.
It doesn't
There's
help
no
anything.
such. They don't care about kids.
It doesn't help anything.
This is all about come see.
Just
Give
go
the
see
money.
it.
Give me the money.
That's why I
Come
say
see.
there's a whole community behind this shit. It's in the media, everything this type, but everything has been sexualized from the kids, from the music, from everything, movies, everything is sex scenes, there's this type of things. And kids see these things. We cannot say no.
Exactly.
The kids see these things, bro. And that's what's gonna happen. If a kid knows, I see this on TV, it's gonna happen.
When I was young,
that's why it's getting worse now.
Days of Our Lives.
Oh,
if there was a kissing scene on Days of Our Lives, my parents would cover my eyes and tell me to leave the fucking room.
Yeah.
Get out.
Mm.
You're not coming back until it's finished.
Now,
I remember that.
Yeah.
And now
you need to see the dick and pussy before they go like, no, you can't. No.
Like, look, like the other day I was watching The Wife. I was like, I don't want to watch Wife. My chick watched The Wife. So she forced me to watch Wife. Yeah, she was watching
that day.
No. Like yesterday. So she was watching The Wife from season 1. I noticed that chick had boobs out. The wife, the first one.
The real wife.
The real wife. She had her boobs out. I was like, what the hell? Nudity?
There's nudity. Is it 13?
I didn't even look. And that's the thing is, when you can share an account, Showmax, it's like an extra thing. The kid could be watching that.
Yeah.
And remember, you can just share your account and there's no age thing to ask you what's happening. It will just
That's
share
what I'm
the
talking
account.
about. There's no age.
Yeah.
Age is just a click
we had
away.
the same discussion with the Zendaya, that show. What's it?
Euphoria.
Euphoria as well. We had the same discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they always say, no, you can put a code on it and those things. But no, it's the same thing that happened with this Wet Ass Pussy song as well. People were like, hey, it's for older people. And we're like,
no, it isn't.
But it plays in
plays
daytime.
on FM.
It plays, and people, the younger
On the radio
generation,
in the morning.
the song is not made for older generations. It's made for younger generation. The songs they were listening to it, and people
I don't
were
think
listening
any of
to it.
us listen to WAP.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
see?
don't. The only thing, when I heard WAP, I thought of Wireless Application Protocol. That's the original WAP on Nokia. There was like Wireless Application Protocol where we could
That's
like...
the WAP
You
right
see,
there.
people
So I don't know about that.
The kids see the parents as well, they want to be young. That's all it is. So they listen to these songs as well. They want to feel them because it gives that emotion off. It brings out that wild side.
She still has that rap at 16.
Mommy's listening to this. They start doing it. They act like these things don't happen. It happens subconsciously.
It happens.
Next thing you know, your child is there. A Jew. I'm going to say the name. They're there in the club.
And I was about to say that. I was just about to say there.
Yeah.
Bring it back to that. Even when you go to Javavu, bro.
Oh, okay.
I said it. We went there. You don't know who's 16 or whatever.
Yeah, no, you don't know.
Because the people are just there.
Yeah.
I could be sitting at a table and I could be a registered sex offender just because the mere fact I'm sitting with people under 16 or whatever and I don't know it because of the makeup.
Look, back in the day, we used to know who's 16, who's under 15 till 20. But they say no, the dress code and everything doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now, we don't know the difference, bro.
We don't, bro.
Girls have makeup, they're 15 years old.
All of that.
They look like 21, 22 years old already. And that's where the shit happens.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't know.
But he should have asked.
And the girl could have lied.
He's got an excuse.
But who's going to take his side? Who's going to believe him? If you said no, the girl said. Same thing happened with Akon, remember? Sorry, blame it on me.
But he did.
He was in the club, only 18 people allowed.
Exactly.
But
you can assume.
You can assume.
You make an ass
but you can't.
out of you.
If I have a club, if I have a club, only 21's allowed.
Yeah.
And that girl is there.
Honestly, you're not gonna ask everyone who's at the door.
And you're drunk that time, bro. You're already drinking. The same thing happened. These things been happening, and it's getting worse because it's being promoted. That's all that's happening.
That's the thing.
And also the GMOs. GMO. I just want to put it out there.
The GMOs?
What's the GMO?
Genetically modified
organisms.
Jeez, guys.
What is GMOs? Explain it to us.
Oh, okay, maybe
Something in the food.
maybe I got the O wrong.
In the food.
Organisms. Genetically modified foods, right?
Shit, foods. Oh, shit, GMF.
But there's GMF.
Hey, I said maybe I got the O wrong.
Organisms.
Yeah, no, that thing does.
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. It does affect growth. It will affect growth.
Yeah, if you eat McDonald's all the time, you look 16 way before your time.
And that's what they do as well.
Yeah.
Like
girls
from township, they're not used to these things.
It's affected growth.
No, I mean with girls as well. We saw this personally as well. Like people would do that. Girls are from townships, they won't know what these things, and they get like how they say in Afrikaans, you get vermaakt basically.
Oh yeah.
You get you don't know.
You don't know, man.
You don't know about KFC, McDonald's, McFlurry's. We say the McFlurry treatment.
Yeah.
Okay?
We saw that McFlurry treatment.
What the fuck,
bro? These girls never saw. They just know. Hey, this guy's McFlurry's gonna buy me this.
Is that McFlurry treatments?
Yeah, bro.
You get McFlurry for.
You get the McFlurry before he flurries you. That's what happens.
Then this girl is excited to tell girls, you're always gonna buy me the KFC, this specials, we're gonna go there. They don't know about these things. It's exciting for them then. These type of things.
Yeah. Lack of experience. And seeing things.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, look, like Mobs, do you have that article about CSE?
Yes, I do.
So just read it out there, the controversy which they had.
Yeah, look, I'm going to read some of the guidelines that's included in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, some of the more controversial parts of the guideline include pupils in grade 4 learning what private parts are and the biological names for them. One of the activities involves 10-year-olds being split into groups and pointing out one another's private parts and explaining why they think it's private. Then, pupils in grade 6 learning about the dangers of sexual content on social media. In one scenario, a girl considers sending a topless photo of herself to boys on WhatsApp, and the class is required to discuss whether it's a good idea.
Yeah.
In grade 7, pupils will learn about boys and girls who masturbate. This is normal and will not hurt you. the study guide says. Okay. Pupils in grade 8 will begin to distinguish between biological and gender identity and how it differs. Wow. They will learn about unsafe abortions. In the guide for lessons, an hour is prescribed for description of vaginal, oral, and anal sex.
Jeez.
Wow, fertilization, the biology of pregnancy, and the changes of getting it pregnant. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to
there's a lot of genders.
But look, that sounded bad 2 years ago, right? That was forward thinking, because now we're living that reality whereby people are talking about honestly, what you have there.
A lot of that stuff there at my primary school.
But were we taught that?
I was taught a lot of that stuff there. For instance, he mentioned something about masturbation in grade 7. In grade 7, what had happened was a bunch of my friends, not my friends, but my friends.
Okay, let's get it.
Okay,
not Operation
grade
7.
What happens is in grade 7, you guys all become friends. So that's what happens. So a bunch of these guys, they started doing some weird things to this chick, right? And then we were taken into the lecture hall.
I'm worried with
shown a video.
I'm worried where this is going. But
no, we were shown a video. We were shown a video about sexuality.
Yeah.
I was in grade 7. We were shown cartoon, penises, vaginas.
And you saw the penis and the vagina.
No, it was a cartoon though. It was a cartoon. But it was sexual education because what had happened at the time was against... She wasn't raped or anything, but guys surrounded her, and then apparently some dudes had Vicks on their hand with her name written, and they were rubbing their hands, like trying to make a whole, like it was just weird. It was just some weird ritual.
How did you feel during that thing?
That these dudes did.
How did you feel?
No. I wasn't part of it. I just heard when we were taken to the...
It must have felt weird as shit.
Why is this becoming about me? All I'm saying, we went to the lecture hall and this happened, right? And then, so those things are not things that are not happening. They're happening at schools. In preschool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
In preschool.
That's far.
In preschool, I think I was 6.
Yeah.
I just moved to Etenaga. I was put in a tunnel by 2 girls.
And then?
And they flashed their shit at me.
Oh, shit.
I was in preschool. I was 6 years old.
You remember that shit?
Flashed.
You remember that shit?
Of course I remember that shit. Of course I remember that shit.
They say your life all is flashes.
I was flashed in the tunnel by two chicks. So I know that even from a young age, these things are happening. From young ages, kids are playing Mama and Tata.
Days of Our Lives and
From a young age. So they already know sexual organs. They already know private parts. They know these things.
It shows what you're exposed to.
Not only what you expose. You know this is a penis, right? You're born with one. You know that other person doesn't have a penis because she doesn't look like you.
And that's the thing, man. I think that's what
they already know.
Like certain things that goes with the genetics as well.
If we take these things for granted and we keep shielding children from
that's when it's dangerous.
That's when it's
dangerous.
Because
they already know. And so now I have to learn from my friends Paul. I have to learn instead of my parents teaching me this.
Like look, that's CSE. That's CSE. Yeah. Like as mobsters just read it.
Yeah.
Everything that's happening there has been a big ass shift in all those things that are there. Sexuality, masturbation.
I only went to grade 8.
Yeah.
It's still 9, 10,
I know.
11, which is
I know.
worse.
It doesn't matter that it's worse. Yeah, the parents were touched. I think the people here get very bit sensitive in all these things.
But I think it's more about the gender thing. I think from it all, what they took from it was the gender.
Yeah, you see, people don't trust other people because they're trying to sexualize kids. I like it's a good thing that if you teach kids from a young age, but to what extremes do we go? Do we show them the parts? Do we actually do that?
No, it was a cartoon.
I have daughters as well. I don't want to show them those type of things.
But
Do you want to show your daughter like, okay, here's a vagina, this is how a penis looks like?
no, but
What
those lessons.
There'll be a time.
She knows that her friend at school.
Yeah.
Because
rather I tell her.
If you
that her
look,
friend at school,
yeah, if
because
you look
that's
at those
what
things,
happens.
The reason why the friend tells her that is because the parents or somebody else showed her that things need to be out of sight till a certain age.
If you actually look at it, like for instance, if I look back at my high school, it's
high school exactly.
Yeah,
that's
my
what I'm
high school
saying.
and primary
But
even.
like from 6, 7 years old,
No,
bro.
but-
no,
kids need to know.
that's a bit young.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. Till a
they're
certain
already
age.
there experiencing the shit.
I
They're
get
there
this
already.
point there
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
look here,
Already they're
they're
there.
stating here from a very
They're already
early-
getting naked in front of each other at school. They already see penises and vaginas
Wow.
and
Yeah.
you know
It happens at school, bro.
it
In
happens.
grade 3, we used to
Yeah.
change. Guys change
But
outside,
you see
girls
this-
change inside.
Yeah.
the class.
Wait,
we don't go
let's-
to toilets.
just 2 seconds. Mobs has got something there.
Yeah, listen. This is the thing that's actually getting me. That's actually bad because what are we as adults doing to these kids? Because listen to this part of the article. From a very early stage, pupils will encounter case studies in which adults assault children, and in grade 5, they will be given an example of Max, who is sexually assaulted by other boys at their school.
Yeah.
Do kids really need to know these things?
But
Yeah.
but I'm coming from the fact is that we
They
have
do.
It happens. Look, those books there, right, were coming with case studies whereby an older
It's
uncle
something that actually
it
happens.
actually happens, and that's what's happened here. The
But
thing
you
is,
need to ask the question, why does it happen? We're asking the wrong questions. Things happen because something happened before that. Remember that?
But then blame the man then.
No, not the man. let's say something happened. The kid, you say something happened. Showed the kid, I have a penis or something like this, and now your kid knows and go tells the other kid. It's because maybe mommy and daddy was too like revealing in that certain cases or something. They saw something on TV, days of our lives happen. It's not, kids do not care to a certain age, but even 9, 10, if you leave that type of shit out of it, kids won't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Let's be honest,
But there's
those
a
things
friend
won't
who-
happen. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. You say there's a friend that showed this kid now. Okay, it's better than knowing your kid coming back and heard it from another child.
Yeah,
But that child heard it from somewhere, which it always goes back to media or something back. They saw it on Days of Our Lives, so they tried it or something like that. So we need to dig deeper beyond that. It's not just always about, then we need to teach kids. Okay, I understand, teach kids. Nah? But we need to go deeper than that as well. Like showing what's being portrayed on TV and all those type of things, you know?
From the age of 5, I'm telling you now, Mama and Dada, Mommy and Daddy. I used to play when I was 3, bruh. And then I was told, go away with Dada, you the Dada. I'm being told I'm the Dada.
No, I understand that. Yeah.
Like, these things, it's not like my mother was
not
there.
Sexual, not in the sexual sense. Look here, we need to understand that. That's one thing there. Like private parts, like in those things, and we need to understand. Yeah, there's a difference between knowing you're a boy, you're a girl, and those type of things.
Yeah.
Then the whole sexual thing about the encounter with each other.
Kids from a young age,
age.
kids understand that shit. Even Freud, like, okay, now I'm going into a psychologist shit. Even he says that children sexualize their own parents. It's his study. It's a study.
From a certain age.
From young. From very young. Not from
I wouldn't say
I've
that's
thought.
everyone.
Look
though.
here,
No, it's not everyone. It's not everyone. It's a study. It's not
I'm talking about the
necessarily true.
experience as well. I have a 6-year-old daughter. My daughter doesn't give a fuck about things like that. And most kids, if you leave that shit out of it, they're not gonna give a damn about it. It's because they saw something before that.
But
That's why it's
also-
gonna happen. But at a certain age, 9, 10, 11, then you need to start incorporating. That's why I say, till what extent do we push it? Are we gonna show the
but
pictures?
okay.
Yeah,
Are we
not
gonna
from
do?
grade 1, obviously.
No,
But you see,
we
the thing
need
is,
to-
okay, I think we need to wrap that part because
Yeah.
look, we're going far here. That CSE thing is talking about
From grade
kids
5.
Yeah.
from grade 5 when
Yeah.
these things start to come up, right? So when you're 10, remember we're shocked at that you are pregnant from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? You are in those grades. So that thing deals with the kids itself having a confidence in themselves because there's someone else who steps in. never mind that there are homes with one dad, one mom, whatever, right? That thing talks about the child having a confidence to say no to these scenarios.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 years ago, it never came up. Petition. People were like, nah. So they came up with Yolo and Chomi. Yolo and Chomi have failed.
Yeah,
if there's 18,000 births in 2 years.
So YOLO in the Chomi has been established.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Yolo and Chomi is something that's
it's something that's
I thought it's something that they...
No, it's been around for 2 years. So when CSE didn't come out on all those PDFs,
then Yolo and
Chomi came out, which was just a lesson version, which is like, but it never did anything. Because remember, when you teach people at school, visually, some things work. And how it taught. But the teachers and the parents were like, nah, they can't. Which obviously says teachers and parents are not willing to do these things. And that's been detrimental to the black and the colored minority which comes up there. Because Indians don't come up that much on that graph that shows the people that are being pregnant by white people.
Just blacks and colored people.
So, I mean, look, we're getting heated about this. We're going to go, it's difficult. The story shall develop, but CSE is something most probably has to come in, which people have to be taught.
I feel.
Or it's also about the homes that the children come from. Look, we even spoke about this the other time. Like, I was just playing PlayStation all my fucking life, bro. I didn't go to girls until I was like 18 or such. I had my whole phase when I hit 20 or some shit. I think if I have to be a pussy about it, I only lost my virginity at 21. Because a chick wrote me in to be like, I was like, nah, I want to go play Final Fantasy 11. And I was roped in to do this shit, okay?
And then you in hooked ever since.
Oh, Jesus, slippery ever since, bro. I've been slipping. I've been hitting Waterworld ever since, all right? And I've been in a world of trouble. We're all getting in a world of trouble.
It is trouble.
Women are a world of trouble. Sex is a world of trouble. You know? The cheese grillers and all that shit is a world of trouble. All right?
We're gonna talk about those cheese grillers.
Cheese grillers happen, bro. We need to talk about STIs. all that shit. But we have dragged it, okay? Another thing that happened. NSFAS chicks going to jail. Sibongile Mani. 5 years.
5 years.
800,000.
From 14 million to 800,000.
Yeah,
she got 14 million.
Yeah, she got 14 million.
Yeah, but how long did it take for her to spend this? A year?
Was it a year? Yeah. I don't think.
Yeah, that's a long. If I go to look, listen.
It was from the beginning.
Just look it up there.
It was around a year.
She was a subtle criminal.
Look it up how long.
No, the thing is,
money, 800,000.
NSFAS, you can't just withdraw money because
okay, no,
then you get paid.
Yeah, you've got to like some guy because you got to wait.
Wasn't the 40 million like in her account already?
Yeah, it was in there.
But you can't withdraw NSFAS money.
Yeah,
you don't have a card.
You don't have a card.
Withdraw. Now you do.
Yeah.
But back then
before,
when she was, you had to use your
you got
student
to
card.
swipe.
You had to use the student card.
So she was,
and then there's also a limit per day. And then
that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
so then forget my comment there because I was like, oh, she's a subtle spender.
Nah.
We know if it's like
she spent.
If you spent
800,000 in a year.
Yeah, just swiping
think about it. 800,000 in a year. You're a student. That is a shit load of money.
If she could have like through it, she would have bought a car and
close to 100,000. Close to 100,000.
That's Spart Southern most. Because remember, at Spart Southern,
close to 100,000 a month. That's how much she was getting. A student is only supposed to get 1,200.
But you remember at Southern Spart,
1,200 a month for food. She got close to 100,000 a month.
She
on
was
food alone.
Eating.
Exactly.
Nah, I don't think
she wasn't just eating.
I don't think it was a year though. I don't think it was a year. It was more because they went to ICC and all that shit.
Yeah, but it was in 1 year. It was just 1 year because after
you
a year.
You want to show off with the friends and you want to buy the friends all
that's
that
how she got
and that's the cut.
A friend posted a Facebook.
Feels they were in the feelings. Oh, this bitch left me.
One posted a Facebook status with
toxicity
with the
comes over again.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
One posted a status with the balance. That's the problem.
Yeah, you see.
No, wait. Mops has got something.
That was basically less than 2 months.
There you go.
Less than 2 months?
Yeah.
Oh no! Fuck my comment.
No, look here. The money appeared in the account at 9 minutes past 1 on June the 1st, 2017.
Yeah.
On basically 5 February that same day, she started spending the money. Now between June 1st and August 14th, when the error was noticed, she's already spent more than 800,000.
Just 2 months. I thought it was February.
No, 2
No,
months.
she's
Bro.
You see,
2 months, bro.
For a year.
Nah.
Bro, you had that
2
money.
months, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Over
So that's
20,000 on cigarettes and alcohol.
400,000.
so like so you must remember also. Look,
Yeah, she was enjoying.
it's
Yeah,
very
she
difficult.
had fun.
It's very
Fuck
difficult
that.
to get that money because at Spa in Southernwood, you've got to ask someone, hey, Booty, do you want to bind the
Oh,
cash?
yeah,
and then you do that.
So
I
she
remember.
didn't spend the
But
whole
you can change your
800,000.
limit as well.
No, you
isn't it?
can't. No, you can't. Not that thing.
And
that
then
thing's
So that
sometimes
is-
someone will say, I'm gonna swipe for it. I'm gonna spend 1,000. You know, so you spend this extra 200 on me or extra 500 on me, and then I'll give you the 1,000.
Can you
Yeah.
transfer that money?
No,
you can't transfer.
No,
you
can't.
have to swipe.
You have to
for
swipe
something.
only. So you would swipe
she
for
didn't
something.
spend the
So she
whole,
was just going.
not
Yeah.
for, but she didn't get the whole 800,000. She
No,
spent
no.
a shitload of money.
She spent it in
but
total.
Some of the money, it was to other people.
Yeah, because-
to
Yeah.
get the money back.
Yes, that's what
physically.
happens, especially
Yeah.
at the bookstores.
Yeah.
You'll find those people there when you go to the bookstore. They'll ask you, hey, are you coming to buy books?
Yeah.
Look here, let me swipe my card and then you just give me
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you
So
give
yes,
me, you
that's
give
the
me your
thing.
cash.
And that was an
And then they'll buy an
occurrence.
extra book, they'll buy an extra something for you
Yeah.
as the person. So
Yeah.
she didn't get 800,000 exactly, but 800,000 in 2 months.
Yeah. So at
She
Southernwood
was
Spa.
enjoying life.
Yeah, at Southernwood
She was
Spa.
there every day.
At Southernwood Spa, that was an occurrence. You would
Yeah,
go
I
to
remember
you go to
that.
Southernwood
Southernwood
Spa.
Spa, yeah.
There are all these chicks asking you, "Yo, are you buying? Give
Can
me
I
cash
swipe
or
for you?"
something like that." So most probably that card of hers was going to friends, and that's what they were also doing because that card was being passed around. Most probably
It
for
must
her
have been.
to get to that amount. So people are saying now that she's been sentenced to 5 years. It's too harsh a sentence or something. That she's not she's not danger to society or whatever, and they don't want her to go to jail. They're saying it's too harsh. Politicians do this happens, and this happens. But the law on in the banking segment is that when money gets put into your account, it is your responsibility.
You can't enrich yourself.
You can't enrich yourself. You got to report that money. So for one, she's already contravened that by spending that money because you knew that you were supposed to get 1,400 only, and there's more than that within your account.
14 million.
14 million.
that's-
So also one thing which is puzzling, Money is still supplying the contract for NSFAS, yet an employee
There's
at
that.
NSFAS, at Money made the mistake. When you authorize something like that, there's two people. You capture it, there's got to be someone with a limit. Or there's someone else above that
Authorizes
to
the
authorizes that. So that investigation never came out.
Where was the money going to?
No, it's supposed to go to her. Because look,
Are we sure it was going to her? Because why was it authorized? Why nobody saw the
yes,
mistake?
that's what we're saying.
You see?
That's what we're saying
Yeah,
here.
that's what I'm saying. So it might have gone to wrong. Maybe it was to somebody else.
No.
Maybe
What I suspect they did is, you know when you do these transfers, right? You have a left column, which is for the debit, and you have a right column for the credits.
Yeah.
So on the left column, I can put 14 million. And in the right column, there's a lot of transactions. And all these transactions have
Add
to
up to 40
balance
million.
to 40 million. If you're doing it on the system, it will show you, at the moment you're out, there's a red thing there. Right?
Yeah.
So by capturing the left column and putting 40 million and not allocating probably how many ever students that you are, and you show the person like, look, this is what I'm doing this, and they just authorize it blindly, and it goes to just one account. So I think that's one way that could have happened. But for the mere fact that Money still has the contract to supply all
Yet they gave away 14
all
million.
those colleges still and universities, they still have it. And they supply mostly a lot of the places that the students are studying. I think it's
All,
still...
all of them. All of
Yeah,
them.
they
all
still-
of them. NSFAS is every university in South Africa.
Yeah, and Money is doing that.
Yes, they are the ones in charge.
Yeah.
of-
So, like, look, there's two edges to this. It's a two-edged sword. You spent the money willingly.
Yeah.
You spent it willingly. You should have reported that. You went overboard. But I think that whole suspended sentence thing might happen because the prisons are overcrowded. She may do community service of sort.
Yeah.
Even, look, we had a friend. Remember our friend who stole money? She stole like 2 or 3 million from,
At the bank?
from old people.
Yeah.
And she was out. She was supposed to be sentenced for like 7 years. She came out after 2 years. Even less than that. She won't stay.
Nah,
gonna
she's
happen.
not gonna stay. No.
She's not going to stay.
Nah, she's not gonna stay if she actually goes. She's not gonna stay.
She's not going to stay. But we should be wrapping up. We're also hitting a long line again. We're hitting 3 hours this time. But World Cup draw, man. Qatar World Cup. Who do you think is going to take it?
Yeah.
What's with the ghost? The mascot is a ghost. Yeah. I don't know if it's supposed to be the duke on the head or the ghost.
It's the turban.
Ghost? Is that the turban?
Yeah, it's a turban.
That turns into a ghost. Like what?
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's mascot. So I think Zakumi was better.
I saw that card.
Zakumi was better.
Zakumi was an anime character, man.
Yeah.
It was better than the ghost.
Yeah. It was better than the ghost. So people on
but
Twitter.
I understand it's the
turban.
Yeah.
Isn't that racist though?
It is racist. That's the thing.
Let me just see the groups.
Yeah, I know. Momster must check out the groups. But also the people were saying that the whole ghost of all the ghosts.
The ghosts of the people who died during the stadium.
During the construction of the stadium, because there's been a lot of violations.
How many people died? How many people died?
There's a lot of people.
Did people die? Like
no, more than the Brazilian World Cup. A lot of people died. Yeah.
So
it's the ghost of the people at the stadium. But I think is it America and Iran are in one group, or is it Iraq or Iran? Or
Iran.
something?
I think Iran is there. I don't think Iraq plays.
With England or what?
And America.
USA, yeah.
Oh.
Does Iraq
And
play
then
soccer?
there's the European playoffs.
No, is it Iran or Iraq?
Iran.
Argentina.
Iran.
No, read that again. Read that again. Is it Iran or Iraq?
It won't be Iraq.
It's Iran.
So who did America invade?
Iraq and Afghanistan.
And Iran also has this weapons and all this type of shit.
Yeah, but they invaded Iraq and Afghanistan.
Russia spot?
No, I don't know. There is a playoff that's supposed to
there's
happen.
a playoff, yeah.
It's supposed to
gonna
happen.
be in that.
So I don't get that. I don't know why people. So why were people saying Iran, like Iraq or what? So this is two different nations. I don't get that.
It is two different nations, and Iran are actually.
I think this
playing
is a
football.
shitty group. The Spain one, Germany, and Japan, and they're still
Spain, Germany, Japan, and
they're still an intercontinental
oh,
playoff.
okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too invested in it. But Bafana's not in it.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. Italy's not in it. So things do happen.
Morocco in the World Cup.
Yeah. Hakim Ziyech. Yeah, Hakim Ziyech don't want to be there.
But why were they allowed two African teams?
No, it happens. It's the qualifier how it happens.
Yeah.
It's sad the way it happens, but it's
they
only get 5 spots.
Most
said
are European.
They said they would increase our spots, but they
Most
never
are
did.
European.
I think Portugal has an easy group. Portugal, Canada, Uruguay, and South Korea.
Wow. South Korea and Uruguay aren't just...
Yeah.
Uruguay. I forgot Uruguay.
No, oh, yes. That's
So
what
they
I
had a shit group actually. Fuck.
Wait. Hold on. Go back to that. Uruguay and Senegal. Or is it Ghana? There's a rematch from the 2010 World Cup after Suarez handballed.
Oh, that's Ghana, man. That's Ghana.
No, isn't that the same group as well?
No, Ghana is in what's that group? With Belgium, Ghana and Morocco.
But why is Ghana and Morocco in the same group?
Yeah, that's why I asked now. Why is everyone in the same group?
How you get two African nations in the same group?
We only have five African teams.
Why
but
Ghana and Morocco
already in the same group?
Maybe they regard Morocco as Asian. I don't know.
No, it's probably...
No, it's African.
No, it's African. Maybe they do. You're saying they regard them as that. Yeah, so look, I don't... now that you say
it, might as well be
maybe
Asian.
Yeah.
It might as well be Middle East.
Qatar.
Yeah.
That's what you got.
Yeah, so
Morocco, Tunisia, all these places.
That was one of the things that happened. Those happened like within the week, but I mean, it's not big or anything. But final lost 5.
But that's going to be December.
We lost 5?
Yeah,
We'll have a December World Cup, yeah?
Yeah, it's going to be December. That's going to be pretty difficult. We're going to be drinking. And that's good for South Africa.
It's perfect moment, bro.
Yeah, those fan parks are going to be amazing.
2010
was amazing.
You felt the spirit.
It was the best. Everywhere you go.
Yeah, people were just enjoying themselves.
Yeah, but no, this one's happening over there. But we'll be watching soccer and drinking.
We know what happens December.
At fan parks, but fan parks. But here we'll possibly. So imagine the drinking that's gonna be happening during that World Cup.
Ebushanti.
Yeah, you're watching games. Oh, but honestly, if you got what's this thing? Oh, no wonder MultiChoice discontinued the thing.
Oh shit, we can't watch the same time.
Is that why they did it?
That's why they did for the fucking World Cup. So obviously the subscriptions are gonna go higher.
Because of TLC.
No, not for that shit.
We're gonna be out. We can't watch the same time.
We can't watch it at the same time.
They're probably gonna bring it back for that.
Nah,
they're probably gonna bring it back.
I don't see it going to that. But look,
bring it back, GSTV. Bring it back. If you're listening.
GSTV ain't bring anything back. But yeah, man, that's it. That's another episode.
Hey, went quick.
It went quick. Sorry we had to rush it. 3 hours, These are parents talking about their kids. You must watch parents and their kids.
Yolo Chomi.
Yolo Chomi.
Yeah, man.
That's the siren call.
Siren call.
We know it's coming.
Yeah, so
I
I don't know how we'll get around those CSE things, but we'll put them up for you just to show you. But we're not going to put the sensitive stuff up as we speak there. Just
no penises and vagina.
Yeah, none of that. So it's another episode of News Travels Fast. It's the Zoch Life.
It's Big Man Danny.
Mobster.
And ye too.
You
All
too.
right, man. Goodbye.
That's it. Sure.
Proofs in the detail, you unfair if you put in the work. I'm willing to murk the game, take the fame, hit the dams. All of the day's work, for what it's worth. My boss is shabby as shake stick, Wentworth, Miller, prison break. Should I ain't making no statements, making arrangements. I ain't going